Everybody ready? So I'm going to keep my speech very brief because I know these guys probably have more funny things than I do to say. I just want to talk a little bit about some of the things I'll miss. It's impossible for me to list all of them. So just like singing after games is something that you can't get anywhere else. Like that kind of feeling after winning. So enjoy that while you still can. And every year, the seniors say the exact same thing to the underclassmen, that it's going to fly by. And until you really get there, there's no way for you to understand what that feels like. So if I had one piece of advice, it would be just to enjoy the process. Just enjoy every second of it, and take some time to look back while you're in the middle of it. Because it's really something that you can't get anywhere else. So enjoy it. And I just gotta say thank you I have to reiterate the thanks that Coach gave to everyone, starting with all the parents, especially my parents, for driving me everywhere. All the seniors say it every year, but you really can't appreciate it when you're younger, how much of a commitment that is. And all the other parents, everyone who's ever hosted anything or taken us out to dinner for a pregame meal, thank you to those guys. And Provo, every year, everybody always mentions Provo, and for a good reason. He's indescribable. Seriously. If you ever need anyone to talk to, he's a great friend, a confidant, and he also works his butt off. He's in there before everyone else, and he stays after everyone else just to make sure we have the gear we need. Thanks to Coach Apple. It's been an interesting ride and a fun one. I can say that. It's been fun. Berg, thanks. We didn't have that long together, but gotta give a shout out to Shalsey too, Steve Christensen, Jess, the yoga instructor. So just good luck next year, guys. I'll be around in the area, so I'm going to be at all the home games cheering you on. Hope to see you guys go somewhere. Thanks.
Hi guys, I'm Andrew Greenway. I'm a senior here at the University of Rochester. I'm on the men's soccer team. Now you all know that, but I think I'm doing this more for Coach's sake. So there were multiple times throughout the season where Coach kind of forgot about me, especially one practice where he was talking about leadership, because we all know how important leadership is. And so he lists the captains, but beyond that he said, Marshall, Jeff, Buck, you can be leaders. Listed all the juniors, then all the sophomores, listed Bryce, and then Milan, and I think a few other freshmen. And then he looks over and he's like, oh yeah, and Greenway too. No, but I just want to thank first and foremost my parents for everything they've done, all the trips they've taken me on, and all the money they've spent on me so I could go on to a more expensive university and have them spend even more money. But without them, I definitely wouldn't be here, and can't thank them enough. I want to thank Coach for the past 4 years. It's definitely been a great ride. However, I also want to say that
I told you to be gentle.
Could have gone more. No. But last year at my end of the year meeting, I mentioned how I thought I might be a good fit for an outside mid position. And after about 15 minutes and 500 reasons why I wouldn't be a good fit, I came out of the office pretty depressed about myself. But guess where I ended up playing the second half of the season. I want to thank Bergasser for the past 2 years, Shawls, and all the other assistant coaches. I think your coaches calmer half. So thank you for that. I want to thank Provo. Does so much, has the best work ethic. Definitely something I'll take home. I want to thank Harry and Angela for the past 4 years, helping me through all my injuries. And then guys, just enjoy it. Like Sarge said, it definitely goes by quicker than you think. Enjoy all the little things. The showering, you know, singing after. You will miss it, I can guarantee you. And even from the little things where, you know, we convinced Canali that I was Amish for a good thing. But beyond that, thank you guys for an amazing 4 years.
I'm also going to keep it pretty short. I'm sick, and I hate this. I hate this. Don't like it. But I want to say thank you to a bunch of people. First and foremost, parents, especially my mom. She's been to every single game, I think, for the most part. I think you traveled to every single place, right?
And Demery a couple times.
She's gone to all over the country to support me when I was a youth, also here. So I really want to thank you for that. I thank my dad, but he hates social events, so he's not here. I thank all the parents who have just hosted anything. I know Fox always did it when we went to St. Louis. And we did a bunch of stuff in Florence and I know parents that are in Florence. I want to thank Coach. It's been a good 4 years. I really have no complaints. There's been a couple ups and downs. We'll talk about it a little bit. It's been a good few years, and thank you for that. Rick, you're the longest tenured assistant coach I've ever had. 2 years. You're going strong. I thank you for everything. I mean, I've talked to you a bunch, especially after when I fell asleep for that one game, you were the one that talked to me, right? Next week you also fell asleep, so I talked to you. One thing Provo is not here, but Provo has been huge for me. He started off not really liking me as much. I'm from Queen, he loves Aquinas, and Bible schools didn't really like me. He's gotten to the point where now he's kind of indifferent to me. He always hooked me up with gear, I'll say that. He always gave me good gear, sizes especially, and he hired me. I think that he's kind of regretting that now, but it's okay. Harry, I've actually never been in the training room really until this year, and I spent most of my year with Harry. I had my ankle injury, and he was the one that really got me back for that. I had an issue with my thigh, I helped with that. I spent a lot of time with Harry, so I just want to thank him. And then all the other assistant coaches that I've had over the years that obviously aren't here, Charles, Joe, Rory recruited me, but I never really had him, and then Steve Christensen, which you guys have heard all about. So yeah, so the last thing I have is I have a list of things that I'm going to miss. Long showers where I'm the first one in and the last one out. Hot towels on the heater. Probably I know that you will also carry on that tradition. Music in the locker room. The potato song. Team America theme song. Victory. She's got me dancing. Playing left back. Playing left wing. Playing attacking 7 minutes. Playing defensive 7 minutes. Playing off 4 positions in 1 year. Scoring on corner kicks, taking corners, taking free kicks, taking long throws on the opposite side of the field, pre-game practices, being recruited by Rory, playing under Steve, playing under Schultz, playing under Bird, falling asleep before practices and almost being late, falling asleep before games and actually being late, or sleeping in the next weekend after I was late and missing the bus trips, watching the same movies over and over and over again. Being late to the bus my freshman year because I spilled sauce in my pants, then coach scolding me for being late and telling me I lost the start. Being blamed for Garfield getting chips, still don't understand that one. Introducing the team to AliExpress. Getting my size for gear every single year. Promo's always hooking me up. Promo making fun of me for Roman McQuaid. Promo gradually getting to the point where he's indifferent to me. Promo only feeling that way about me because I introduced him to AliExpress. Rap out with Provo playing a knife on me. Coach called me a ballerina after our NYU game. Coach telling me to take a lap. Coach telling me to take another lap because the first lap I did was too slow. Coach telling me after that lap that the reason he's having me on the lap is because I left my team behind because I had to do the lap, but that still doesn't make sense because I'm doing another lap. Balls away practices. Coach getting progressively softer over the years I've been here. Coach's impersonation of ruin. Getting through all 4 years without having any default chicken for pregame meal. Burning Alfredo and getting it taken away even though Shaw's promised me that was okay that not stretching at warm-up. Andy and my one cross warm-up. Sitting on the bench for 10 minutes after the warm-up, telling Coach that it was for mental preparation. Coach believing me that was actually for mental preparation. Not sweating at practice, being accused that I must be not working because I'm not sweating. P4F line, being called Caesar by the P4F line, being called the dictator by the P4F line, P4F abandoning me and forming the Republic, me becoming a lone wolf, Hawaiian shirts, I don't have my green berries on, and that's it. Also want to thank guys, really. You guys are the best. I'll be here next year when you take on if anyone doesn't know that. Plan on being around a lot. I'll definitely come to all your home games. We'll see about some further games depending on who else is going to go. I treasure this. It's a great experience to have. That's all I got. Thanks, guys.
Alright, I promise my last one is pretty funny. So, it's been an amazing 4 years. I think it's really true what Coach says about coming in here, you know, just like a young boy where you just first step on the campus and coming out the other side. In doing that process, you play every single position. Even if you're recruited as a left mid, then you're going to probably play forward. You know, so you might end up as center back. Just really go everywhere. But I've come to be incredibly close with all of you guys from being here. Everyone that's had the pleasure of playing or just knowing as coaches, I feel like brothers. And we've had a lot of good times on the field, you know, whether it be NCAA runs or winning the UAA, or good times off the field, and there are plenty of those too. I have to say the past 4 years knowing Coach Apple has also been relatively easy. I know we had, you know, the freshman times where you get reamed out. You know, there's one practice after an Emory game where blew a corner mark, and I think I heard it for about 5 minutes of straight reaming. And I also have to reiterate what Jeff said about the whole running the lap thing. That's tough. If you run the lap too fast, then you didn't care enough to watch the practice. But if you run it too slow, then you didn't care enough to run the lap fast enough. It's a never-ending loop. I will say one of the other funnier times, the Germany trip was amazing. I know being here with that and getting to talk with Coach late nights in the hallway, everyone out there for that was really fun. And now he lets me watch his dog, and he pays me to do it, and then I humor him and let him beat my ass in the soccer racket. But I want to reiterate all the thanks. You know, coaching staff, parents wouldn't be able to do this, be in this position if it weren't for them. And I'll be always around. Love you guys. Good luck next year.
So I had about a 10-page speech all written out, but Coach told me to go a little bit easy on him today since it is his birthday. I just want to start off thanking my parents. Like, they helped me get to this point that I'm at. They've always been there for me and everything. I think I was hurt every year, whether it be tearing my meniscus or something with my ankle, so the trainers were like always there for me. I had the luxury of always being in there, unlike Jeff, who was never in there. And then Berg, where are you? There he is. Been the cornerstone of our goalkeeping for the past 2 years. Gonna miss that. Miss every time we bring out the big dummies, Fred complaining because he never wants to deal with them. Or getting on the bus and everyone's wondering, are we missing someone? And then we get a call from Berg and he's driving down. Coach, it's been a great 4 years. I think I went through the first 3 years. Do you think I was probably one of the biggest drinkers on the team? Then coming out. One of the things too was I had the luxury of never having to go run a lap, because if I was to go run a lap, the leaves go wide open. getting practices ending early because someone's not eating and is about to faint on the field during preseason. It's been awesome. Berg, I don't think you ever scored on any of us, so. Coach, I want to thank you for never punishing me for every time I missed the lifts and then you thought I was like going on spring break somewhere or went home. That was great. Yeah, you didn't get that. What else is there? Germany was always a great time, something I'm never gonna forget. It was one of the best times of my life. I'm gonna miss all you guys that are here, the 5 guys standing up here next to me, whether it's waiting for Buck on absolutely everything and being late, Greenway, saran wrapping absolutely everything in my room before going away. Like I had bundles of clothes just cling wrapped together. Then there was my bed. Sarge tried to make me eat a fish heart last year after going fishing. Jeff introducing the team to Hawaiian shirts and wears them absolutely everywhere. Even to places where you're supposed to be formal and dress up, I guess. Yeah, these 4 years have been awesome. Like they said, you never really understand how fast it goes by until you actually are standing up here giving a farewell speech. But good luck next year and have fun with it.